Hey guys, Taro here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Trois, Pont. Playing for today, spawning in the north we have Fox and Hobo Center, both playing as the British. We have Fox with Royal Engineer, Tactical Support and Vanguard. Hobo Center going with Vanguard, Tactical Support and Special Weapons. In the south we have Calneon going straight for elite troops. There's Austere and Sengar as OKW has breakthrough, Luftwaffe ground forces and special operations. So this map actually I think pretty good for the British. You can generally get, you know, mortar pits up in some spots like here, back here, or on this side of the map you can get them up here, and they can cover a good portion of the map, very hard to harass. And just make this pretty decent map for Brits. Usually Brits have quite a bit of trouble because they're clearing garrisons, of course, because, you know, sometimes it's too risky to get a mortar pit up, but not on this map, so it would be quite interesting if we see a few mortar pits going up for the Double Brits team. You can see here that Fox making a beeline for this central graveyard, which I think is important. Always want to try rush this graveyard. See Sengar instead trying to do some capping on his way there, but as a result of that got beaten to the positions, getting suppressed by double MGs here, and in fact both the British players also focusing on one side, so a bit of teamwork coming in here from Fox and Hobo Center. And this is such a mission to try and beat. Whoever gets control of this church needs to have a good time of things, and you can see that is what Hobo Center has done. So now the Axis are going to have a lot of trouble pushing out from this direction until they get some form of indirect fire. If I was Calneon, I'd probably be rushing out a mortar right now, and that's exactly what he's doing. In fact, good to see. So now we see Calneon coming in from the flanks here. Perhaps trying to catch these British players off guard, get a cut-off going on some of these sectors. There are some infantry sections to try and prevent this from happening. Axis players still capping up their side of the map though, so maybe slightly behind in terms of resources compared to their allied counterparts. You see one of them rear sight here, the universal carrier. This thing is so terrible.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry squads now.
Generally would not recommend getting this in almost any situation. And there we go, we see Calneon perhaps seeing his rally point in the wrong spot, and there's mortar getting right up close and personal. Has to retreat to that MG, unfortunately for him. Yeah, this thing costs quite a lot of fuel. I mean, if you compare it to the Kubo, it just makes no economic sense whatsoever. Terrible pathing. Just can't chase the Kubo down because it's pathing at speed. It's outpaced by the Kubo, so it just doesn't make any sense at all. Only real purpose though is in the late game, upgrading it with the command vehicle, and then you can use it for the free recon planes. Also, the upgrade is very expensive, take a long time to upgrade as well, and on such a fragile vehicle, which can go down to the Shreks, low armor as well. Just do not recommend. Okay, so we see a mortar pit going up here on the hill from Fox. Probably a decent spot considering the Brits are kind of being pushed back at the moment, and opening shots there, getting some good hits. No kills, but getting these Grens very, very low. They're charging now around the side here, taking a lot of damage from this infantry section in a good spot behind sandbags. Just retreat, and they're having to retreat through a lot of squads. They go down one of these squads. There's still this MG in the garrison. Trying to target this one-man squad here, and he gets the white. Nicely done there. There's sniping now coming up from Calneon. Mortar is... What's he doing with this thing? Mortar should be over here, trying to focus on that church. It's getting a bit frisky up there on the front lines.
Enemy forces
Not
are
really
securing our
landing any shots.
territory.
So yeah, infantry support gun now being deployed by Sengar. Not a bad choice. Means we're not going to be seeing any light vehicles from him, at least in the near future.
Supply half-track is in action.
So both the Allied players have selected their doctrines. We have Royal Engineers for Fox and tactical support for Hobo Santa. I feel like Royal Engineers good choice on this map, especially if you're going with a few emplacements. Because this aviary, of course, can roll around one of these corners and easily nuke squads and then retreat quite safely. So with both of these players having access to the using that command vehicles, they're going to have pretty much 24/7 recon planes rolling around. It's going to be very hard for the Axis players to deal with unless they have dedicated anti-air such as Black Half Track. I feel like the Shrew HQ alone will not do the job against two recon planes. Oh, down goes the Universal Carrier.
One of our universal carriers has been destroyed.
And that's exactly why I shouldn't build it. Okay, so we've got two squads coming up here trying to put some pressure on the mortar emplacement. It looks like he's trying to wait for the flame grenade to come in before he braces. Both of us also taking a bit of fire here. We have Stand Fast now coming in, healing these emplacements up. Probably going to pop the flame grenade onto that after the Stand Fast is, the brace is completed. We've got 10 more seconds to go though. We've got a sniper coming up. It's got to be careful though. It may run into the arc of fire of that Bofors.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Oh, looks like that's exactly what's about to happen.
Supply line's broken.
Oh, it does back away in the nick of time. Just throw that flame grenade over the top here. Oh, it looks like the Bofors has a line of sight onto the mortar. But it looks like the Bofors is also in a bit of trouble here. Nope. Brace is cooled down. It's going to activate that again. Looks like he did not throw that flame grenade. So that mortar emplacement is going to be free to fire once again. We see a bit of pressure had been applied here by the British players to that munitions point. We've got a lot of forces coming up from the south here though, from Sengar. But in return we also see a large force from Fox here, so I think that push is going to amount to much. See Calneon going for quite a few snipers, and snipers are very popular these days. As austere, very, very strong, very hard to kill. Of course, I mean, I'm not sure actually how much damage the mortar emplacement does. Probably should look that up before. I haven't yet. I'm not sure because this sniper I believe has 82 health, so it doesn't go down to regular mortar fire. But I'm not sure if the heavy mortar and the mortar emplacement does more than 100 damage. I mean, more than 80 damage. So we have some pyrotechnics going down here. You may see some artillery coming down in this area shortly. I've just got to be careful. Sniper getting a few good licks in here on these squads though. Oh! AC comes around from the side, gets a sniper nicely down there by Hobo Center. Nice coordination between these two players. Oh, we also see a forward assembly here from Fox, so that's how he's staying on the front lines. He's doing that forward reinforcement, but when you don't have control of the territory that the forward assembly is in, you can't actually reinforce from it, so probably why he was being pushed back right there. You see taking too much damage from that Shrew, has to pull back, but also good to see that the forward assembly does a rate of fire bonus to the mortar, so that's He's making the most of that. Pretty even game so far, but I feel like Calneon's taken quite a few losses, especially in the form of that sniper. And another both was going up for Fox, this time behind this wall here, so it's not going to have line of sight of anything. Not sure if you can manually target it to shoot either.
Crews are ready to carry out emergency
So I don't know if he can just destroy this wall with fire. Okay, no, he's going to use his engineers to destroy the cover. Nice decision here from Fox. Going off to see people use the destroy cover ability.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Oh, and it looks like he may have killed his own squad there. No, must have been the Auxiliary squad. Now activating stand fast. Looks like his mortar emplacement getting quite low. He's getting bombed on by both mortar and sounds like 2 infantry support guns. Indeed it is, and he's going to invest in a third one. I suppose it's fair enough when you're dealing with this many emplacements.
Valiant assault is now at hand. The troops await your command.
An emplacement is being attacked.
AC coming in here, we've got a Shrek squad coming out and just worry about taking a Faust. Looks like Calneon's not really paying attention though. Faust not going in. We've got a lot of squads here coming from Hobo Center, flushing all these Axis
Enemy
forces
causing
away
trouble,
now.
trying to take one of our points.
I think he is using attack ground with that Bofors, so
Task carried out as ordered.
probably needs to stop doing that now. All those forces have been forced away. Now we've got all of these infantry support guns in a bit of a pickle. Oh, it looks like that didn't connect somehow, and that AC very lucky to escape. Sure. His health, I'm not sure if he would have survived that if that had connected. Oh, look at these triple infantry support guns, and this MG going now so quickly. Finally packing up now, but oh, he gets out just in the nick of time. One more shot there, probably would have died. And he's going to soft retreat that up here for some reinforcements. Looks like he picked up weapons from his allies' forward assembly. I didn't know you could do that. Does he have Brent's ticked himself? Okay, maybe if you have... Looks like if you have weapon racks ticked, you can collect them from your allies' weapon racks, even if he doesn't have weapon racks ticked. That's... I was not aware of that. But it looks like that was what just happened there. Looks like he's trying to use that suppressive fire ability, try and keep these infantry support guns at bay, but having much success, and he is able to do that because he is just in the radius of that forward assembly, which gives him the ability to do that barrage. Otherwise you need to have a squad in there.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
But still, these emplacements forming a mighty barrier that the Axis are unable to break right now. Three engineers being brought in here to try and repair this thing up, but I think it's going to go down. They're taking heavy casualties. He activates brace. We stand fast. Stand fast is coming now. Doesn't look like that's being repaired by stand fast for some reason. Oh no, it definitely is. I saw it go up in health. that brace and stand fast wear off, that thing's going down very, very quickly. The AEC coming in from the side, we've got a lot of Piets here. Gotta be careful, he does have access to the tread break and he's trying to activate that target tread. This thing's a very buggy ability though, so very hard to actually execute that. I think you have to be stationary for it to work, and I don't know, so it's a real mess. Real messy ability. Interesting to see here, Calneon putting G43s and now STGs on his stormtroopers. Terrible idea. Do not do this. It's just a massive waste of munitions. The G43s give you good DPS on the move, but I believe the weapon profile is inferior to the STGs at all ranges except for pretty much max range. But with these stormtroopers, you don't want to be engaging in max range anyway with either of those weapon upgrades, so this is just a massive waste of munitions. To the forward assembly, it looks like he's cancelled the forward retreat point now. Fear of losing those squads on retreats, and now the British Forces players lost both their emplacements, about to lose their forward retreat point, but here we go. Cromwell from the side, I'll push away this P4. Gotta be careful that there are a lot of bouts available right here. Pits now come in, no, Pits are retreating. So 2 Panzer IVs now from the Axis players pushing back the Allies. We see from Hobo Center.
6-pounder anti-tank gun finished.
See from him. Nothing much. Doesn't have enough fuel for a tank, of course. This is probably because he went for both the Universal Carrier and the AEC. What's that? That's like 65, 70. That's about, I mean, that's about 80 fuel he spent on light vehicles. Still got access to this thing and can keep P4 at bay, especially if you could, if he could pull off target tread and then follow up with the Piet block. I would be tremendously impressed. Oh, down goes the sniper. Gets burst down by his infantry section with the Brens.
We're losing a capture point.
P4 activates smoke, but far too late. Oh, stormtroopers now getting blasted on by the AEC. AEC now switching targets. Let's get a fast. No, he doesn't have any squads here ready. Looks like he's trying to activate the target tread. Will it work? Will target tread finally activate? Oh my god, look at how awful that is. Sat there not shooting. It cost him the munitions, it was on cooldown. Didn't work. Target tread, just avoid. It almost never works. He was even stationary that time. Do not recommend. And now the British Forces players getting pushed back very heavily. They're in a bit of trouble here, losing control of the map desperately. Perhaps they should consider switching sides, because the Axis have quite a lot of the army over here on the right, but not too much here on the left, and that's exactly, in fact, what Fox is doing. Going for the path of least resistance. Usually in these cases it may be tough pushing across here because there may be a forward HQ, but not in this case. And actually a good idea to put your HQs in quite a defensive spot against British, because they can get those Piets and they can do those cheeky long range Piets and easily kill your HQs from over shot blockers and hedges and so on and so forth. So best to put your HQs in a defensive position against Brits. Now Hobo sent to bring out a Cromwell of his own, so they should be able to go toe to toe with these Axis tanks now. Especially with their support. Here we go, Raketin connecting with Cromwell. Cromwell has to back away. We're trying to stay moving, trying to avoid taking damage from this Piet squad. Today, Piet connects. Like the kitten kills the 6-pounder there.
Infantry section wiped out.
Section going down.
Enemy causing trouble,
Yeah,
trying to take one of our points.
There's another key force for some support, and I don't think either of these squads have any Piet, so they've been missed by these LP4s, and these things both got the Pentals doing so much damage. Here come the Cromwells for some support. This one's back up to full health now. Here's the Raketin back here. Here comes some squads. Oh, look at that barrage of Piets though! Quickly knocks out that P4. Looks like he's using attack ground on that. Nicely done there by Hobo Center. And it looked like things were going south there for the British Forces players, but all of a sudden a barrage of Piet fire comes in and down goes the P4. So now the Axis players perhaps need to think about investing in some indirect fire now. I know they've still got a lot of infantry support guns kicking around, but they need some rocket artillery to try and deal with this blob Piets. This is a pretty good map for the walking streaker because there's so many lanes. It's very easy to get very effective walking streak barrages going. Trying to stay mobile, trying to dodge this Piet fire. Now all the Piet squads have retreated. People should probably try to chase this Cromwell. Cromwell speeding away though, activates emergency war speed. And along the road, people have no chance of chasing that thing down. Oh, mortar connects, sniper's in trouble. Just managed to round the corner. Looks like he's going to try to stay camouflaged there. Doesn't want to retreat. He's getting wiped on retreat. Sometimes it is indeed just safer to try and camouflage your sniper somewhere, rely on its camouflage rather than trying to retreat. And risk getting chased down. Here we see some stormtroopers coming around the side though. This could be trouble for the sniper. Axis still in a commanding map control space though. Ever since all those emplacements went down, the Brits have been struggling for map control. Now we have a mortar pit in a more defensive position here. Still looks like it's covering a decent spot though. And this is, it's going to be quite hard to push this one down. We'll expose your AT guns if you try and come around here or down here. Just try and knock it out. And it has that big shot block here, so you can't use AT guns to snipe it across the river.
One of our squads.
Oh, P4's coming up here, but double Cromwells.
The enemy is taking our
Oh
territory.
no, here comes a Panther from the side. One Piet here. Panther's jerking out here. We got the Piet block coming in from the side. Quite a lot of damage to this P4. P4 has to get out of there. Some Fallschirmjägers up here now as well. This 5-man squad has a sweeper and 2 Piets. It's impressive. Oh, down goes the Raket into the sniper. And here come the Cromwells. Oh, nice shot there. Knocks out the Fallschirmjäger squad. It's like the Axis feeling bold. Going to come across this road. Do not have any sweepers nearby. This is very risky crossing this bridge without any minesweepers. Kind of lucky.
Under attack.
Oh, and this could be trouble. People are trying to get the finishing shot on this Cromwell, but there are a lot of Piets here. Oh, and it gets abandoned! Piets do miss though, but that's a lucky break for Hobo Santa there. People just felt like he couldn't stick around to try and finish it off. At least that will make it so it's no longer has its veterancy. But here come 2 Cromwells. As the Panther tries to kill the mortar emplacement.
The enemy are attacking
They're
an
not the
emplacement.
best at killing places, of course, because its rate of fire is so low. It takes a long time to do its damage.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
But things are quieting down for a second here while all these tanks receive repairs. So the Brits have carved out a little bit of territory here, slowing the drain down. Still they're quite far behind in terms of VPs at this stage.
200 points remaining.
However, Santa has been spending most of his munitions on Piets and the like, so he doesn't have enough saved up for an artillery cover, which could be an issue. Not sure what Fox is planning on doing.
An emplacement is being
Fuel.
attacked.
He hasn't fueled himself an AVRE yet, just going for Cromwell's plan at the moment. We've got 2 Cromwells on the rear arm of this Panther. He could be going down here. No, nothing for support. Here comes P4. Not using prototype vehicle, so P4 could also go down here. But the Cromwells are going to be happy with that Panther kill. But here come the Piets from the side. Not connect though. No. Oh, but the Cromwell's coming in now. Oh, Cromwell bounces. Piets kill the Panther red. Cromwell has to get out of there. Gotta be careful, may go down to the Shrek. No, doesn't do enough damage. Pretty chaotic engagement. Lots of damage being dealt both ways. The Brits came out on top there though, knocking out that Panther. That's a very nice pickup. And I think this is largely because Calneon doesn't have, only got 1 Grenadier squad, unable to snare these tanks, and isn't really spending his munitions on mines. The British forces players are free to maneuver around with their very mobile Cromwells and no real consequences. Now's P4 could be trouble. No, here comes the Tiger Race. I missed that coming in. So now Calneon's resources trickling in. Look at his fuel. 3 manpower, heavily taxed.
Enemy got one of our squads.
But he's got one of the most powerful tanks in the game. Now we've got a Cromwell coming in from trying to get some rear armor shots off on the Tiger Ace. Emergency war speeded in. Try and block the retreat of this Tiger Ace. Here come the Cromwells from the front. Trying to get around the rear of the Tiger Ace. Trying to get some rear armor shots in. Got P4 for some support. Here come the Piets though. Piets connecting largely. Tiger Ace about to go down. He's blocking his own tank with his P4. One Cromwell goes down. Some shots bouncing off the Tiger Ace. He needs to keep moving that thing. He needs to activate Blitz. Why isn't he activating Blitz or Smoke? What's he doing with his Tiger Ace? Down goes the Tiger Ace. Here comes a Panther. There's not much to clean up now. What was that? There was 3 Cromwells traded there for the Tiger Ace. I think that's a decent trade, honestly. Did give this P4 quite a lot of variancy. That thing's up to P4. Rarely you see a P4 get that high in vet. And now we have a Comet from Hobo Center. Looks like he's, I mean, this is a bad idea, ranks. Get on into 3 tanks. Panther needs to chase here. Why are none of these tanks chasing? Very late to try and chase. Now the shot's connecting here, and looks like that Comet's going to get away. Extremely lucky there. A bit late to react with the Axis players. So the Axis got the triple cap running in a commanding map position once again. Now have a Panzerwerfer on the side, should be very effective for such Piet blobs. Looks like Fox is saving up for the AVRE, maybe calling that in shortly. Also build himself another mortar emplacement. Ooh. Nice hit there. Mortar pit wipes the pioneers. Nice take those insufficient repairs. Got the double weapon upgraded storms. Carrying out some squads here. Oh, nice pair connections though. That thing could go down. This AVRE.
Emplacement under attack.
Comet's back on its feet. Trying to engage these two P4s head on. This one's getting quite low, trying to back away now. Should activate Blitz. Why isn't he activating Blitz? Doesn't matter. Should use Panzerwerfer to try to wipe these blobs right here. Looks like he's going to try to chase that comet. Bad idea. Looks like he's disengaging. Panther trying to come in from the side. Slightly too late though. And now he takes a walloping from all those pits. Comet could get a finishing blow. Here comes Panzerwerfer. A bit too late though. Does get... Oh, no, it didn't quite get the wipe. The monster over here, but it's a bit of damage. But down goes the Panzerwerfer. Nice commercial there by Hobo Santa. Oh, okay, now Calneon switching things up, going for a Stug, which should perform quite well against these tanks, but I feel is slightly less maneuverable than the Panzer IVs and more vulnerable to the Pits as a result. Here we go. AVRE lining up the shot, perhaps gonna fire on this Stug. Stug trying to kite it. Does have pretty good... Oh, he's gonna shoot it. There's most of the Stug's health, but doesn't really matter too much. AVRE pulling back for some repairs now. British players now under 100 VPs, but they seem to have steadied the ship once again, probably helped by these mortar pits. These things have done some pretty good damage to these Axis infantry squads. Now the AVRE on the field, it's liable to wipe squads left and right. Axis going to have to be very careful with their infantry. Mortar pits raining down. All sorts of damage here.
We are losing a sector.
You see some pyrotechnics there deployed. We bring in some base artillery. Does that fire from both howitzers? Okay. Does indeed. Not really formidable though as the base artillery Brits. Unless you've gone for Anvil and then you get the airburst shells as well. That's actually pretty good. Oh, looks like I missed an AVRE shot. Doesn't look like it got much, so I only got one kill.
Capture point.
Perhaps
They're trying to
clearing
take
out
it.
infantry support gun here. So if we look at army sizes, we see the Axis pretty much even with the Allies overall. Oh, this could be trouble. No, he doesn't have it on cooldown yet. Oh, but here are 3 medium tanks. This AVRE could get a shot on all 3 of them and do devastating damage right here. Taking a lot of damage to try and do so though. Kind of lucky these Axis tanks are once again rather late to try and chase. Here they come now. No, they're going to stop. Alright, let's stop them. Oh, we've got a late game ADC from Hobo Santa, I'm not sure why. Pop smoke, trying to cover his retreat. Maybe come around the side, lining up the shot. This could be devastating. Here comes the artillery cover. Oh no, all these tanks got their main gun disabled. Down goes one. Oh, main gun destroyed on this. And they need to keep moving. Why are they stopped in the artillery cover? Peart's now following up, trying to knock out the Panthers. Panther derping out because of this flag here. Cannot get around it. And all of a sudden, most of the Axis armor getting crushed here. Maybe they're not aware of what artillery cover does, but they just got completely wrecked by it. And that AVRE shot in conjunction with the artillery cover just so devastating. Now we see airborne assault coming in here on the center. I feel like this is a waste. It's just going to get owned by artillery cover. And wow, if we look at army sizes, now we see the Brits in a very firm lead after that sequence of combat. And the Axis really got blindsided by that artillery cover. Probably shouldn't be a surprise though at this stage. I mean, I think people have been abusing artillery cover quite heavily in the last couple months. This still alive. Hero P4, Vet 5, 21 kills. What was a gain of Vet 4 and Vet 5? Sighting, targeting, weapon range and accuracy. I wonder what range it gets. Does it go to 50 like the Tiger? Or does it just go to 45? Sight range and get accuracy on the move. So nothing like Vet 5 overs, you know, with the suppression and stuff. Or the loops with sort of suppression. Wouldn't there be hacks if this could do suppression off its pin tool? Vet 5. Oh, a lot of pets connecting with it though. Oh, we have another airborne assault coming in on the centre. We've got to be careful though, because these mortar pits right here, and they easily bomb this down in a split second. Maybe he just instantly retreats it. Kind of curious. Axis trying to make a play here for this Eastern VP. Quite a lot of arm here trying to prevent it though. I'm not trying to come in for a crush. Oh, this AC may go down here. One more Shrek, just needs to connect. No, he drops the Shrek. Cannot finish the job. He's got a Bren as well. That's the grenade. Vet 3 coming now and launching those grenades. And those grenades actually, if they land on a tank, can stun the tank. This thing is super deadly at Vet 3 with those grenades. Okay, now we see a command universal carrier from Fox. About time. This thing synergizes so well with artillery cover, giving you sight and allows you to place it deep in your opponent's territory. Then you can push straight through and be really devastating. Also, artillery cover is prevented by line of sight blockers, but if you've got a recon plane coming up, you know, you can see behind smoke, so really puts that effect on this. Now we see Cromwell getting bold, and down here trying to kill the artillery base. A lot of mobile medium armor that could go deal with this though. The Axis players both floating just a bucket load of munitions right now. Should be planting mines absolutely everywhere. I don't think I've seen sweepers from Fox at the very least, but there are quite a few in this block. But yeah, I mean, if you got that much munitions, just spam it out. And that can be an issue with the lower level players. You don't have some huge munitions pooling off that ability that you can tend to float munitions, especially in these long games, because you've got all those weapon upgrades. just don't have anything to spend it on anymore, especially because they haven't been using blitz or smoke out. But here we go. Cromwell baits that P4. This P4 also in a bit of trouble. AC feeling bold. Goes down to the P4.
The enemy hit our armor rather badly.
Cromwell gets a few good licks in on the P4 before that, forcing that back. Aviary just camped here. Oh, this could be devastating. Is he going to notice in time? Just needs to turn that turret. Could be wipe city. Here it goes. Oh no, it connects with the garrison. Unlucky. Oh, now we've got 2 comets for Hobo Santa, and now he's just blasting away at this OKW medic truck. And we don't have any AT guns that I'm aware of for Axis, so they're going to have a lot of trouble dealing with these comets. Its natural enemy being attacked, but of course we're not seeing any of those, and both Axis players starting to float now. We're getting quite deep into the game, and perhaps their focus and concentration is being taxed right now. Looks like Hobo Santa now investing in a Firefly. I think that's a mistake. Probably should just go for another Comet. You want to save your munitions with that tactical spread for the artillery cover. And the Firefly, I feel, is not worth it unless you're going for the duels. Rate of fire is too slow. There we've got a Sturmpanzer here from Calneon. This is just a terrible choice. No, it's too slow to deal with these Piet blobs. Like, lit up by the Piets. Quite vulnerable to being flanked by the comets. In fact, that's probably what we're going to see happen right here.
The capture point is being overrun. The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
See, this is what I was saying about this not being maneuverable enough to deal with these Piet blobs. Big mistake. Better off going for a Panzer Rifle and just actually protecting it this time, not allowing it to be killed.
We've lost a Cromwell tank.
Okay, Cromwell goes down here in the south. We've got a Comet. We've got 2 Comets going in here, but there's quite a lot of infantry support here. Should activate the Panzerfaust on this Comet. Why isn't he Panzerfausting here? Panzerfaust! Oh no, what's he doing? Comet going to expose its rear arm to the P4 though. Oh, he uses this. The grenade comes off. Doesn't stun the P4 though there. And if he did Panzerfaust, that would be dead Comet. Instead it gets away. Missed opportunity there for Sengar. Oh, we've got a Bofors set up here now by Fox once again. And these can be quite effective in the late game. We see all those infantry support guns have been destroyed, so the Axis don't really have a good counter to that at this stage. But Sengar does have a lot of every resource except for fuel, so he could easily rebuild those infantry support guns. Here is the AVRE. Oh, ooh, almost gets that squad. They come forwards. Managed to avoid that just. Yeah, these 2 mortar pits being here has made this really a death zone. As soon as Axis try and come in here and cap, very much luck. Also got 2 Vickers covering this angle. Doesn't work. So yeah, I feel like going for that Sturmpanzer was a big mistake. Better off with a Panzerwerfer to be able to deal with these team weapons. And of course those Piet blobs a lot more effectively. Now we see the Allies getting pretty close to population cap, but Axis nowhere near that. Allies have been getting the better of these armor engagements. Oh, I saw that just shoot a projectile.
Intercepts put Harry Hun on 200 points.
Maybe not.
What's the job?
Only 7 kills, but man, with that critical shot on all those tanks before, which probably gave it most of its veterancy to date.
Infantry firing on us.
He's got to be careful. This could get Fausted right here. It's quite slow already. Could easily be chased up on by one of these Panthers. But here we go. 2 P4s on the rear armor of the AVRE. This could be trouble, but here comes artillery cover. We've got some Piets here for the follow-up. And looks like the P4s are going to go down. Yep. Comet's now coming in for support. P4 also got engine damage. Oh, he's going to use his grenade. Will it stun? Not today. And down goes. Oh, what's he doing? He's bringing in his full health Panther into artillery cover. None of these squads being retreated. Just getting torn up by artillery cover. What? Have they not learned their lesson? This is the 3rd time this has happened. Oh, God. Everything getting destroyed here. Axis players just... Once this thing goes down, just get the hell out of there at all costs. Just retreat everything. Just abandon ship. Abort mission. Once again, artillery cover swinging things heavily into the Allies' favour. Now the Axis almost nothing left after that. Allies should be able to steamroll them with all these comets and the AVRE. He has gone for Churchill now, regular Churchill. Wonder if we'll see these guys upgraded to heavy engineers. Does cost munitions these days though. Got plenty in the bank. Looks like he is indeed upgrading those engineers with heavy engineer upgrade, so he's going to be able to repair this thing up quick smart.
You sappers can all work a lot harder from now on. Repairs completed.
So what can the Axis do from here? Well, I feel like they should have made rocket artillery a long time ago. Once artillery cover comes down, they need to get the hell out of there and just need to engage more wisely with their tanks to make use of smoke and blitz. Bring along some AT guns to try and deal with these comets, and put some more mines down as they've got a lot of munitions in the bank. Also use Fausts. Come on, Sengar, use Faust, mate. You got a lot of Fallschirmjäger. Pop a few Fausties. We've got recon plane coming in, surveying the battlefield. Of course, this recon plane does reveal cloak units, so you can see snipers, Kittens, Fallschirmjäger if they're cloaked. Jaeger lights. Can Fallschirmjäger cloak? Maybe once they've veered it up. Maybe not. I don't really play much OKW, so I'm a bit rusty on the knowledge. So we got a chip. Oh, what's this coming in here? Board observation post has been deployed. Oh, he's bringing in the artillery from it. Some pretty good hits in there. Where was that? What building is that on? Oh, this one here. We brought in that high explosive artillery support. It's okay, but you're much better off using your munitions on artillery cover, of course. And the strafe is actually also pretty decent. But the area of effect that those can actually be done on is very small, so that's why you have to do it so close to the front lines. And it's so easy to kill a building with, say, like a Stuka or a Panzer. It's just too risky, not worth the cost. Okay, down goes Stug. There's just a tremendous force of allied armor here, and the Axis getting heavily overwhelmed. Both forces up here, they stand no chance of contesting that VP, and with all the stuff here in the centre, there's no chance of contesting this VP, so Axis very much out of options right now. And probably going to have to surrender.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Here we go. Almost.
Keep up the good work,
Excuse
everyone.
my
They're
phone
down to
going off the
100
hook
points.
there. Okay, finally Calneon makes another Panzer rifle, but this is a bad idea to make it right now because it doesn't have nearly enough protection for it, and these comps could easily just chase it down. There it goes. He's targeting those Piets, they hear it coming, retreat, and that's the game. Axis surrender. Well, yeah, the Axis had a good start pushing down those emplacements, but in the mid-game traded poorly with their armour, got caught out by artillery cover, and tide turned in the Allies' favour after that. And I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.